In today's video, I'm gonna share with you guys why I returned my GoPro Hero 13 in exchange, and got the DJI Action 5 Pro instead. Obviously, spoiler alert, the DJI Action 5 Pro is actually better than the GoPro in my opinion. Now, this is gonna come from a content creator slash live streamer perspective. If you someone who's into action sports and things like that, which these cameras were made for, you probably want to watch another video. Either you want to use this camera obviously for doing some content outdoors, vlogging, things like that, plus live streaming, because I'm gonna be showing the differences between using it as a webcam or getting HDMI out versus the GoPro. This is gonna be the right video for you. All right, so this is not taking much time. Let's get into it. What is going on, guys? My name is Sam. You're watching our production tips and tools helping you master live streaming. So I had the GoPro Hero 13 and I've been using it, testing it mostly for live streaming, because on this channel we talk about live streaming a lot. And I was also using it mounted on the car to be able to send SRT. If they say you're trying to do something like an arrow streaming, so we can send, like, plug into a box and be able to send that to OBS or something else. That's what I was trying to do, but also use it in a studio for live streaming. First of all, I was disappointed by GoPro, because now the previous generations of GoPros, they tend to be okay, but the Hero 13 one, if you try to use it as a webcam connected directly to OBS with the USB cable, it does not work. Okay, now previous generations do work, because you need the software, which I already have on my computer. It's right here, this one right here. It's called the GoPro webcam, to be able to do that. So you would take a USB cable connecting to the GoPro, that's GoPro 13, and then use the software. Now the problem is with mine, I was having an issue. The GoPro webcam was not getting the image really, like I couldn't get to see the image from the GoPro. I don't know if they have to update something. I tried to update the firmware, I tried everything, it just did not work. So the next solution with the GoPro 13 to be able to use as a webcam, I had to get the media mode, which allows you to turn the USB Type-C port into HDMI out, plus it still gives you another USB Type-C, and it gives you an audio jack kind of input if you want to input an external microphone. It's kind of cool, but it's extra, I believe something like $80 to get the media mode. So that adds an extra cost, but at least it gives you HDMI out and it gives you that audio port and of course your USB. But with that also, it kind of worked. I have a video showing you how to do it. So you could use it as a webcam, and you're gonna need a capture card obviously. So I have HDMI out, capture card into the computer, and it works. However, another issue is like GoPro wants to complicate your life. Again, we're talking about GoPro 13, we're in 2025. They should be improving every year, which I don't understand why. So when you plug it in, it does not go directly to show you a clean HDMI out. So it's gonna show some pictures, like it goes to library, and then you can have to use the buttons on the GoPro to switch to until you get a clean HDMI out, which if you're on the go and you're trying to go live or send a feed to a switcher, it just becomes too much, right? So it was kind of annoying. Now there's a solution for that, which is you have to use a software called GoPro Labs, and then with that software you can actually program GoPro so that every time you plug it in, you plug in an HDMI cable, it actually going to be programmed to give you automatically a clean HDMI out. But all those things, you kind of have to Google it, you have got to download the software, you have to program it, so you have like to get a QR code and connect the GoPro. It was just too much. Like, why not just make it simple? You know what I mean? So eventually I kind of got frustrated. I was like, let me try the DJI. Now I returned it because I was kind of frustrated. Now it was working. Image quality, again, let's be honest, both the DJI has a bigger sensor, slightly bigger sensor, and it claims to be better in low light, and it's kind of better in low light in my opinion. However, all these cameras, they are action cameras, they're made for outdoor stuff and sports. Really, when you put them into low light situations, they're really not good. You can still, even the DJI, you can still see a little bit of noise, right? You can see that noise. It's always there. All right. People on internet will say, it's good, but they all suck in low light, in my opinion. I can still see that old television noise kind of thing, and I'm just allergic to that. But yeah, it's kind of better for sure. Okay, so but fast forward to my experience so far with Action 5 Pro. I'm gonna give you a few points that I've been impressed with. First, image quality seems to be slightly better, but I would say it will be almost close. It's kind of like a tie in my opinion. Okay, it's just for average video 4K 60 slow-mo and things like that. I'm not gonna get into specs. Again, this is from live streaming / a little bit of vlogging here and there, content creator kind of thing. Low light, yeah, same thing. Price, this actually, the DJI seems to be cheaper than the GoPro, which is kind of cool, and in my opinion it's better. Now prices keep changing, but right now the GoPro is listed at $329. Again, depends if you buy the combo and if you want to buy a kit, but this is just the basic, just the camera. But again, it's on sale. It used to be $430. The Action 5 $349. So you can see there's a difference of like $100. Now the GoPro they put on sale, I think it's probably, maybe people are frustrated, I don't know, but when I bought it was not on sale. So in general, when nothing is on sale, the GoPro tend to be a little more expensive. Now, when it comes to battery life, I think the DJI tends to do better than the GoPro, just a little better, in my opinion, from my own testing, but there's no huge difference. Okay, it depends on if you're streaming 4K or recording and streaming, or like depends on what you're doing. For overheating, the GoPro tends to overheat really quickly. The DJI seems to, yeah, it does, you can feel some heat, but it tends to do better in general. Now, when it comes to live streaming, using it as a webcam, this is where this camera is going to shine compared to the GoPro. It's so easy and straightforward. How? You're gonna need obviously a little cable here because this only has USB out, all right? There's no HDMI out or anything. It has USB Type-C. So you're gonna need this little adapter that's USB Type-C to HDMI, okay? And what it does is, if you wanna use it as an HDMI device, you can simply connect into it. It's gonna give you HDMI out, and then you can connect that and connect to a video switcher or anything that has HDMI basically, and it's gonna allow you to go live or use it. And as soon as you connect it, what's good about it, it gives you clean HDMI. No questions, no menu, nothing. You don't have to do anything. It goes directly to HDMI, clean out, nothing, which is cool. Second thing is, let's say you want to use it as a webcam. If I connect it right now with a USB cable, it's gonna ask me if I want to use it as a webcam or transfer files, or there's another option. And as soon as I choose the option to use it as a webcam, it's gonna be available in OBS or any other streaming software or Zoom, and I can just go there and choose Action 5 as a webcam. It is that simple. So only those two things, guys. Again, this is from my use case scenario, although I've seen like people doing sports as well saying that DJI is actually better than the GoPro. I was like, I'm sold. So this thing, yes, I can say that this thing is really 100% better than the GoPro Hero 13. So if you're looking for an action camera that you're gonna be using for streaming / other things here and there, but mainly for streaming, I think the DJI, man, like Action 5 Pro is the best in my opinion. So let me know. In my next video, I'm gonna show you how to set it up for both using USB Type-C out as a webcam or using HDMI with a switcher, a video switcher, or a capture card in my next video. So I'm gonna link it right here. But let me know if you're using either of these two cameras and which one you prefer down below. And I'll see you next time. Take care.